free to join this stream. Hunter. Hunter, can you hear me? Fucking bitches. Can you hear me? Alright, join the stream, yeah, join the stream. Join the stream.
How close they are. I would say comfortably we're looking around that top 8 range for players that could make that push up. Really, it's going to be top 6. I don't want to count out top 8 just yet, but these games, this final moment is going to come down to if Pars and Rays and Fabs and Saki can stay up and make it to the end game. Because if they go down early, both of them, it's open season.
I think we definitely also have to look to Rexy and Dynamic there towards their performance in day 2. They have been getting better and better and grabbing more eliminations there. We even saw a pretty great solo run from Dynamic, and as we've seen time and time again here, a lot of it comes down to that. But everyone, it all comes down to this, the final game for the final region. NA West Game 12 is going to start in just a moment. So all that
Fear, watch the MPCS with me, watch the MPCS with me. This is the last game. Last game.
Here we are.
It's for anyways.
Final game of the finals.
Watch it with me. Here you go. Join.
Game of FNCS finals across the board for Chapter 3 Season 1. And I'm so excited to be able to bring it home here with Jacob, my guy. We've had so much take place here today. So many shifts in the leaderboards. It's been hard to track. What do you want to see in these final moments?
Hey, I just want to see everybody really try everything that they have to go ahead and pick up as many points as possible. We've been really laying the foundation, even though, yes, when you're competitors and you're practicing as long as they have, you want first. If you don't get first, it almost feels like you're last. But for some of these guys,
talking about FNCS, join my stream.
For grads, can you imagine getting second place, taking your
join my stream. This is the final game, and it's done. Like, it's over. FNCS is over this game, and it's anyways. Just join. Let's watch it.
Very, very close, like they mentioned just moments ago, especially that top 3.
Right,
so it's really going to come down to this final game.
Just
who will be able to stay up, right? That's what it's going to boil down to. Snacky Fabs there in the final moments. You got Pars, you got Rexy, Dynamic. I mean, so many.
I'm hyped for this shit, anyways.
There in that top 5. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and you kind of talked about Fabs and Snacky. You got Rexy and his duo. You got Pars and Rays. So many top competitors here on the weekend, and it boils down to one final game. And can you imagine the world if somebody goes down early, the opportunities that spread across the leaderboard? Only one can hope that this one continues to go down to the wire. Luckily for all of us, we don't have to wait long, as game number 6, the conclusion of the finale, starts now.
The conclusion of the epic battle here on NA West. The Chapter 3 Season 1 Finals is almost complete. Here we go. Game number 12. To finish it off, we dive straight into the action here with Lime and Poppy Blast. 2 teams that have gone back and forth, rumbling the leaderboard here as Chip and Lime find themselves in 13th place. This could be a huge drop for them. Remember, 13th place walks away with about $3,000. But if they can climb to 10th, that's another 1,000 to split amongst the duo. You come to 9th, that's 6,000 to split across the duo. So this game is so important. It's so impactful here for these final moments. Let's see if they can take it away.
I like the way you said that, from 3,000 to 4,000, possibly 5. and even more. So this off spawn fight is going to be so important between these two teams, and we already have some separation between ll-M and Chip, but ll-M, he gets an auto shotgun, 2 players right in front of him, trying to deny possession of that chest, but he's playing a full team game. He's trying to reunite with Chip because they realize this is game number 12, the 6th and final game of the day. It all lies here about how much money you're gonna line your pockets with.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You can't have that excess separation, especially if one of these teammates get caught off guard. Because with all the players here in the vicinity of where they're at there in Chonker Speedway, they have to be careful. But no, Pars has gone down. Our top team already down a player. Raze now playing by himself. No elimination on the board here for Raze or Pars. That leads me to believe that the other team has gotten away. So now Raze needs to find a way to get Pars back in this game. This is not what you want to see here from this duo, especially with them on top. But if you're Snacky and Favs, you're excited. You see that elimination come through the elimination feed, and you feel just that much more confident about what you're going to be able to achieve in this game.
It might have taken us 6 games, though, but we finally figured it out for Favs and Snacky. Physics and Gelty, they're landing on the north part of Greasy like you're seeing every single game. Snacky slowly but surely getting more brave, the position that he's in, landing in Greasy across the map, allowing Favs to split that loot towards the outside, but then slowly converge to get the mats that they need. That metal around Greasy is so important, just like this fight right here. Vanilla and Wale seem to have a 2v1 opportunity against Nate, so which means we believe Frappi was lost early on this exchange. Nate has very little resources to his name, so he's gonna have a mountain to climb if he wants to come out on top.
A mountain to climb and a hike to make here because the zone is nowhere close by. Wale, Vanillas, they need to end this quickly. It looks like Frappe is either separated or out of this fight here as Nate just tries to heal out. And it looks like Frappe has gone down. Wale does have the elimination on the board there, which leads me to believe Frappe is no longer in this game unless Nate can get him back. But with the way that this is working out, it doesn't look like it's going to go as Nate is now eliminated. Wale, Vanillas feeling confident, walking away with 2 eliminations as Winter now goes down. Russo, it's your boy. It's the man, myth, legend that takes you out in arena every day. Here, trying to hold on. Let's be honest. But Russo holding it together, showing Jacob, giving him some flashbacks there from the last time he was in Zone Wars, taking out that other player. Winter still in it. Russo holding on. It's actually Salco that goes down there. So it is Mojo versus Russo. This is an epic battle here to finish it out here in game number 12. Russo trying to push in, trying to get that final shot. Mojo needs this siphon here from this other player. He needs to be able to get that, and sure enough, he does. Winter now down and out. Russo still has the potential to bring it back, but he has to win up against Mojo here. He needs to get a shot. He needs to connect something because this is not looking good for either player.
No, it's not. They're just trying to survive, pick up the loot of their fallen teammates, but great shot by Russo. Trying to get into the box, pressuring with the Stinger SMG, and he's not slowing down, just taking piece by piece. As that's going to be a moment for Mojo to heal, but that's because he had to reload. No other real option there as Russo's backtracking, trying to get his teammates scars, so that way when this one is done and over with, he has that reboot opportunity. And I say opportunity because if you look at your map right now, Panda, there's another team trying to disrupt and cause chaos in this exchange, but another big shot by Russo, forcing Mojo back, but it doesn't look like whoever wins is going to have that feeling of relief after it, as Kuror and Salty are slowly but surely interrupting, and I gotta guess that's Quinn and Wave as well trying to join the party.
Well, remember there for Salty and Kruyor, they started the day in a top 5 spot, now finding themselves in 9th place. So they know they need a massive game here to climb back up the leaderboard. Again, remember, 9th place is 6K, but that 4th place position I think they were in at the start of the day is 22,000. Just think about the difference there for them. They understand that, and that's why they are on the aggressive side of things. Now trying to push forward. They know this fight was taking place, but now Wade, Quinn get involved, and another fight taking place. It's Kaio and Trey. This is a battle we've seen go back and forth here as Slick now goes down in the elimination feed. Batman Booga down as well. This is not good. Wheels and Batman Booga are out. They are out here of the competition. We got to see what happened. What happened in this moment here for this team? This is just unbelievable. Kaio now walking away, does end up getting the better of Kaz there and just holding on. Nice elimination there for Kaio, but Trey here does look like they hold on. So some nice elimination points to pick up there in the final game. But man, Quinn now down, Wave by himself. Kruyor again, remember, on the aggressive side of things because they know they need the points and they get it. Wave and Quinn down and out as Salty and Kruyor now walk away with 6 more elimination points than they had when this started.
The mind games, Panda, the mind games. They made everybody believe in that area. They were backing out, trying to rotate, and then they returned just in the nick of time to catch Quinn and Wave off guard, but there's still a couple of solos floating around, and because they were the initial team in that exchange, they have that information of those solos still being around, the information that Quinn and Wave lacked, but all it takes is 1 second of separation and one well-played shot from Kruyor to end the run of Quinn and Wave.
Yeah, and what a run it was. Quinn and Wave doing exceptional there throughout the qualifiers, and then just making their way here. It's tough. It's tough to watch that final game, but you know, Quinn and Wave, they're not a team that's just gonna let this slide past them. This is the first duos competition of the season, and they will return. No doubt in my mind, they will return in a big way. But players that are returning in a big way, it's Nico and Cyrazor here in 11th place. Big game for them, and they easily creep into the top 10.
Yeah, I want to guess that's Caleb and Kinzo on the outskirts. Kinzo landing some shots, but taking some backfire away from Epic Cyrazor as he gets his surge. This one will continue. Kinzo and Caleb, I want to say they're not going to get aggressive because of their passive playstyle. They're just getting annoying, getting the tags, and if somehow somebody runs in front of them and they get the elimination, that's just bonus. So this one is going to be these two teams at the CQC with a third party in the form of Kinzo and Caleb, who are sitting in 4th place. And that's the thing, these guys have been in the top 5, I feel like throughout all 12 games. I feel like, keyword.
Hey, listen, it's a good feeling to have. It really is. But a good feeling to have here too. Cyrazor and Nico still taking this fight. Does look like they have a great loadout to work with. However, it looks like they're struggling to try and get Remy and Beast out of here. They're not able to connect too much. They're really playing defensively here, which is keeping Cyrazor and Nico out of the boxes. But they have to make something happen. They can't afford to waste too much time here, especially not for material's sake, because we're in the 2nd zone and only 66 builds there for Cyrazor is concerning.
Slowly but surely, though. Zone's not too far away, so they continue to take their time. Especially since they already know teams are floating around. That's why they're kind of building above and around them. Raze making his journey into Sleepy Sound. 3 medkits. He does have Pars' reboot card. They're already in 1st place. So this could be a massive moment for Pars and Raze here. As they're doing everything they can to continue to hold on to that 1st place. There's a massive drop-off. Almost $10,000 separation between 1st and 2nd place, 9,000 to be exact, and that's a massive amount of money.
That is. It makes a world of difference here. So Raze now,
does he get it off?
Back in the game. He's going to be able to get this med kit off confidently. On top of that, Pars is close by. Worst comes to worst if it was a miscalculation there on the timing. But no, Raze still here, still confident. Has a decent loadout and enough to work with to stay in this game, but will it be enough to beat out Snacky and Favs? Because remember, when Snacky and Favs make a big splash, they make a big splash. But look at this zone here. Pools so far south. This is a bit of a different zone than what we've seen throughout the day here, and it's exciting, especially for teams like Rexy and Dynamic, who already find themselves in the circle.
Yep. So plenty of traveling for them to do. Favs and Snacky trying to peek for their surge, but kind of see one of them get tagged up. And this is going to be so hard for Pars and Raze, but it actually might be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. And I say that very, very loosely, because as this lobby does get more and more aggressive, Panda, because they're so far out of zone, having to travel inward, they're going to be able to escape a ton of those skirmishes. The only thing is they're not going to have a ton of surge to kind of back them up once it does become a problem.
Surge will be, in fact, a problem, especially for teams like Raze and Pars, man. They are just so far out. This is literally the opposite zone of what they needed to make something happen here. With 86 damage below the threshold, they need to get some players. They have to find a way to connect some shots here in these next few moments, or unfortunately they're going to suffer from the surge. But Pars does have those chug splashes in hand, should be a decent amount to keep them in the game. But with only 33 effective HP and 50, maybe a little over 50 shield for both, it's not a lot to work with.
Not a lot at all, but luckily they find a moment to breathe here inside of zone, trading off the med kits with the splashes. That way Pars can get his HP up. Teamwork making the dream work in this situation. But they done step number one because their job isn't done just yet. Now they need to find themselves a position so they can start going ahead and getting those Storm Surge tags. But the thing for them is they don't have HP to out heal 5 players that need to go down. One of them also needing the Surge. You can kind of see it, Dynamic and Rexy on the right side, but a second place team, Favs and Snacky, 114 above. So they're not hurting to get the damage, but it's something that is definitely in the back of their minds.
It really is in the back of their minds as the top 3 teams are on the screen right now, fighting, clamoring for the difference in this prizing. Remember, this is huge, right? First place, 45K. Second place, 36. You got third place is 28, fourth, 22. Like, there is so much life-changing money here for these duos, and they're competing in the final moments there just for that. But you see Raze, Pars, both still in this game. Remember the stat that Jacob brought up before. We haven't seen a team reboot and then walk away with a VR. So that doesn't mean they can't have an impressive game, but it's definitely going to be a struggle point for them as now they begin to be the focus of the lobby. Raze running out of material. Both players needing a refresh desperately. The shield needs to get over 148 damage below the threshold, and Surge is about to tick.
Yep, they fall even further below, and the thing is, nobody knows this is Raze and Pars. They just know they're taking damage, so they possibly trying to make them a target, but only one more player needs to go down, so not too many resources are going to be used as they're trying to out-heal it. G5RC looking like he's gonna go down. As soon as he gets cleaned up, that'll alleviate the pressure of Raze and Pars here, taking so much damage, and it finally comes through. They have just enough resources and heals to get themselves back up, but after that, it's it.
It's it. You need to be careful, right? Again, with the limited material that they have, they are not in an advantageous position. They're in first place now, but that can easily convert over to second, depending on how these next few moments go. They need to be methodical in the decision-making that they make here, because Pars and Raze, both very limited material and so many teams left in the space. They need to get not only the material refresh here, but they also need to get into zone and position themselves well. But with the amount of players that are close by, it is definitely not going to be easy for them to accomplish.
Yeah, not going to be easy for anyone here as Favs and Snacky find themselves again. Where are they at when it comes to guessing where the zone is in that game? Where are they? I feel like they're experts, could be at the top of the leaderboard, because they're just finding themselves in the center zone time and time again, which allows them to build up and not have to worry about tags, because so many players, no matter which direction they look, will be surrounding them. As Raze and Pars, you talked about not looking good in terms of resources, not looking good in terms of heals, but they have first place still for now. And when it...
What happened? It froze. Did it freeze?
I think so.
But I think Raze is gonna. I think Raze.
A solid number of eliminations. They could take it. And believe it or not, we got some percentages here coming from the back end. And it looks like despite Snacky and Favs being in second, they are rated a higher percentage chance of winning and coming in first place here in this game. So it really is going to be down to the wire. Could we see Snacky and Favs have a repeat win from chapter 2 season 8 here to chapter 3 season 1, taking championships? Or could we see Pars and Rays take home that Axe of Champions? I can't wait, man, as these final zones continue to present themselves.
Yep, Yagvier going down for now in the elimination feed, and it's going to be cleaned up by Epic Psy Razor. And I don't even know if you saw a dog in the tree. He got eliminated, and they had to go ahead and chop it down just to get his loot. And that was such a blessing, because it wasn't even them who got the elimination. It was, I believe, Angel, Nigel, maybe Moose or Aiden, somebody towards that side of the map. But it's them who are going to get those spoils, who are going to get all that loot. And that's one of the worst teams that you want to get all that loot. The team that's already in first place, you had it kind of playing out for you with them looking like we were going to go down early. But unfortunately enough, you talk about, history being made, with that reboot, holding on to first place. It's definitely playing out to their advantage.
It really is, especially with teams right here on the heels of these top two teams. It's Kenzo and Caleb, Rexy and Dynamic. These two teams very close here on the leaderboard, and really just waiting for some additional points to convert them. Because look, all it takes is top two going down, and 3 and 4 slide right up the leaderboard. It is that close here in these final moments, and that's why every moment, every decision made here for these top two teams is so crucial here to the final moments of this final game of the finals throughout all regions.
Kind of taking a look at the elimination feed throughout the past couple moments. Arkham, he's down. Epic, well,
Bar keeps freezing.
And wrong move. Raze only has 13 builds to defend themselves, and here it is. The shots are coming through. They have to dive in and get involved. They do get one knock. One player remaining. 2 eliminations now on the board. Raze and Pars get the refresh they so desperately needed. This is massive here. Not only did they get a really solid refresh, but look at that MK7, the legendary variant there, now in Pars' inventory. This literally went from reboot, no materials, to now having what is potentially probably the best loadout here in the lobby.
Yeah, talked about that stat node team winning a game after a reboot. They don't need to win a game, Panda. They just need to do good enough. That is the key for them. But what is good enough for them? Who knows, especially with Snacky and Fabs directly on your heel. You see Zuko, Slixy, Dynamic, Convict. So many eliminations being picked up here. That's because of Storm Surge forcing the action, forcing players to interact with one another, but it's going to stop. Allow them to breathe. That's Dynamic and Rexy, who are going to get saved for now. They were on the back foot of receiving so much Storm Surge damage.
They were, but with so many players going down there in those moments, it is a saving grace, to say the least. But Snacky and Fabs here still playing together. Did use quite a bit of material up until this point, so they will need a refresh at some point here. But oh my gosh, what is going on? Who is just giving Pars and Raze all this stuff? Come on, guys. Look at this. 125 builds. He just had less than 100 builds. Now they are both well above the 100 build mark, meaning that they are set up for success. They have everything in their inventory, not only to place well in this game, but to win it. Could we see that statistic that we talked about before broken? That's what I got to find out here in these next few moments.
In the very final game as well. I told you, EU was phenomenal. NA East, fantastic. NA West, nothing can beat this action. As you see teams just doing everything they can. Pars and Rage, you wouldn't have even guessed they would have went down at this stage in the game, as the next zone is going to present itself. Half of the lobby towards the low side, a good number towards the high side, a decent chunk in towards the middle. So this next zone is going to pull south, so half of the lobby is going to get gifted that opportunity. And if half the lobby's getting it, is it even blessing?
That's a good question. I mean, look, the way this zone is pulling, these different elevation points, it's really key.
Imagine being you in this shit, bro.
I'm not necessarily saying high ground, but you need to stay above.
I said imagine you and me in this shit.
Because there's going to be so much going on here as they move forward.
I was being crazy, bro. I was being stuck with like 53 people like in one game in like half like circle. Oh, I would have took all the money.
No, fuck you.
No, but you can't. If you take all the money, they don't even give you anything. You have to split the money either way. If we would get like 40K, maybe we would get 20 each. Who are you going for? I'm going for Raze.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna go for? But it's frozen again.
This one is going to get chaotic and interesting here in a few moments once the zone moves once more.
This is so crazy to watch unfold.
Look at all that
It is so close there for Pars, Raze, Snacky, Fabs, both within range, within that possibility
Par side.
of $45,000 as Snacky and Fabs now position themselves a little bit higher, and look at them. You see them looking up. They want that high ground. They want to be able to take home this game in style as Pars has gone down. Raze left alone as the solo player. Needs to stay alive, needs to clutch up here. Looking to connect any shots that he can. He's going to stay on the backside of zone, which is definitely a good idea here for him, but he needs to be careful, cautious, because he only has 300 builds here. He needs to make sure he stays on point. Every decision he makes here is going to be vital to the rest of his game. Raze does get ahead here, looking to take some more shots. Crew, you are salty just above Punisher. Landjock still holding the high ground, but no, Raze, only 20 builds remain, needs to start moving forward and moving up. But with Cyrazer there on the right, he needs to be super careful.
Yeah, this one is pulling up that elevation. So many teams might be stuck towards the low ground. Kinzo is going to pop off, taking down Poppy. Snacky, Fabs doing what they can, trying to stay ahead of zone, but they don't need to build up. They found just enough of a route to go ahead and stay towards the low ground, and that is a blessing in its own. They don't have a ton of mats to go ahead and take the high ground. Raze, he needs a blessing on his own. He's getting attacked right now, jumping into a box, jumping out into another. That's Kinzo, that's Caleb, that's Raze in the storm, and he goes down. First place is up for grabs. In fact, it goes over to Fabs and Snacky.
Fabs and Snacky have taken first place here. Pars, Raze are out. It is all down to this. The final moments here unfold as Dynamic and Rexy still available in this game. Dynamic alone as a solo player does end up going down. Now that's it. Snacky and Fabs, they claim the top spot. And now Pars, Raze, they've gone down. They are in third place. So third and second place out. First place here, Snacky and Fabs, not only to look and take this whole situation home, they look to win this game. Look at the way they're positioning themselves on the low ground. Another elimination comes through for Snacky and Fabs. Now, it's just about staying alive and staying ahead here as more players, it's school, trying to get there to them. So much breaking down, so much happening. And I think it's safe to say here, Jacob, Snacky and Fabs have walked away with $45,000 in the top spot here in the FNCS Finals.
Yeah, but we talked about there's still thousands of dollars up for grabs for the remaining competitors. Defiable trying to out-heal towards the backside of zone. He has a med miss. Landjock, Punisher towards the high ground. Fabs, he gets aggressed on, but that's both going down. That's not going to stop Fabs and Snacky. They continue to cement themselves. They don't want to take part. They want to take over. It comes down to a 2v2. Landjock, Punisher, they drop down low. Snacky with the med miss. He's trying to out-heal. He goes down. Punisher and Landjock take the final game, but the FNCS championship goes to Fabs and Snacky.
Wow.
What a way to finish the
bro,
day here,
that's
Snacky and Fabs,
oh.
the back-to-back FNCS champions here. What a way to showcase their talent here on NA West. Made it into the semifinals, made it here to the finals, and fortunately for them, they walk away on top. But we gotta talk about it, man. What a way to finish here for Landjock and Punisher. This team, something special. We've talked about them time and time again, them leaving the game, coming back to the...
That's crazy. Bro, that was an intense game, bro.
That really was.
Dude, see, it already ended. Let's see who's first place. You'll see. Fuck, man. Look, JFT, Raze, and PSR Pars they're fourth place now. Look, they went down to fourth place. Oh, bro. Wait, no. They're second place. No, never mind. I'm tripping. They're second place.
What's it cumulative?
Huh?
They're in second place.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Their cumulative matters, not their session.
Yeah. But, let me see. Yeah, they got second place. I mean, hey, that's still good. They're still winning a lot of money. Let's see. Second place wins, see, $36,000. And then first, so they're winning $45,000. That's crazy. That was so hype. Huh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Wasn't that so hype?
Yep.
What? Imagine that was me and you, bruh.
You should show me what division you're in, because I don't believe you're in Division 10 yet.
I'm not Division 10.
Let me see.
Huh?
Can you see?
What?
I know.
Huh?
Not there. I'm talking about regular arena.
Okay, like what?
Like Pub's arena.
Oh, you talking about arena?
Yeah!
I'm talking about this shit, bruh.
I ain't talking about box fights. What the hell?
I'm Division 4. I'll touch you. I'm not Division 2 though. I'm probably gonna show this guy. I can't really see anything because it's a big ass screen.
What do you mean the big ass screen? You mean the little ass screen? Tanks. You hear me?
Yeah. Bro, I can't edit. I can't play with this fucking small ass screen. What?
Knocking on Central Park.
I'm just getting shit on by this kid. Nah, I'm good. Bro, what the fuck? I thought I fucking canceled the matchmaking, bro. Oh my god. But I need to put music on, bro. I can't play without music. But I'm over here fucking streaming so you can fucking watch me. What? I don't care.
She's like, where's it gonna be at? I'm like, you wanna go? She's like, Raiders Stadium. I'm like, yep. Guess who's gonna be there? Doja Cat. She's like, oh my god, really? No way.
Oh, you like her or something?
Used to. I mean, she is my type, but
What?
well, kinda.
I really don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Fucking distracted me, bro. I don't care. No, I don't care. Fucking distracted me and shit. I don't even know why I had this fucking purple shotgun.
So how'd you do?
God, bro. I can't play right now, bro. I need fucking music.
But end the stream, okay? I don't want. I'll talk to you. I'll just talk to you.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Quit complaining.
Well, it's true, bro. I can't fucking. I can't really see anything because it's small, and then I don't want to hear fucking audio, I just want to hear music. Know what I mean, fool? What do you think the dudes are doing right now, like the people that won FNCS? They were probably getting ready for school tomorrow. Dude, imagine when you were in FNCS and your mom just unplugs the cord because you had to go to school. Imagine you had school the next day, but you have FNCS that day. And then your mom just unplugs your cord.
I would be fucking pissed. If I was the first place, I said, Mom, it's the $40,000 tournament. Bitch.
After this match.
Huh?
After this match, bro, when are you ever gonna get a controller though, bro? Like, when do you think? Like, when do you think?
Huh?
Soon or no? No, don't get up. Watch me play this match. Watch me too. My god, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You're fucking annoying. I don't care. Shit, man. You fucking talk too much. I don't care what your life is. I don't care. Hope you die or something. Hope someone kills you.